Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad. When I originally went to see this, I was not planning on doing a review of this because, Suicide Squad, as it got closer and closer, I really lost like a lot of excitement to see it like I have other superhero movies. I never did a review on Batman vs Superman, but I was incredibly disappointed at how that movie was. Just all around not the best, just very, very like long and boring. And after that, I was kind of nervous about the direction that Suicide Squad was going to take, especially with the news of, Warner Brothers, kind of freaking out about how badly received Batman vs. Superman was and how they ordered a whole bunch of reshoots. And I guess there was a little drama with the director, David Ayer. So things weren't quite looking so good, despite the fact that they did seem to have a pretty, all-star cast and some pretty high-profile names. Will Smith as Deadshot, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Jared Leto, of course, Oscar winner, right, as the Joker, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. Like, they have some real heavy hitters in these roles, but something about this movie I just wasn't really feeling like leading up to it. I was just very nervous that it might. Originally, the Suicide Squad had a similar to feel to Batman vs. Superman, and Warner Bros. Probably ordered those reshoots because of the similarity to Batman vs. Superman, and that's what really kind of had me like, because, you can reshoot all you want and put in a bunch of pop music and stuff, but, you can only do so much when the original vision for the film is already done. Like, I mean, shit, just to talk about Batman vs. Superman for a second, I was on a plane earlier this year, and they had Batman vs. Superman on the plane, and I began to watch it, and then I was just like, holy shit, like, I just don't want to do this. This is too long, too boring, like, no fucking way. Now, the first thing I do want to do here is I want to give some, positive feedback to this movie, okay? Will Smith as Deadshot, I thought was incredible. Will Smith, this was the best I'd seen him in a movie in years. I was just really engaged with his character. I did like how, they had to make him, kind of like, it's Will Smith, it's the Fresh Prince. They had to make him kind of likable, but at the same time, they didn't shy away that much from the fact that, he is a killer. Deadshot, is, the most famous assassin in the world. They didn't shy away from that as much as I thought they were going to. They did show that, he's a fucking bad guy, but he does have something that, moviegoers can relate to. He has his daughter, which is, his conscience and his heart. I felt as though their portrayal of that character, Deadshot, was fantastic, and Will Smith was also fantastic. Now, Jared Leto as the Joker, I guess I didn't hate it. Like, I've seen a lot of, memes lately where, it's like Heath Ledger Joker versus Jared Leto Joker. And, one is, a picture of Verizon. And then the next picture is, Cricket Mobile or Boost Mobile or something. Or, one Heath Ledger picture of Michael Jordan. And then Jared Leto Joker, a picture of, just a normal guy in, a Michael Jordan outfit. I would have to say that is kind of accurate, but I didn't think Jared Leto, he didn't ruin the movie for me. I find it very weird how much they've pimped Jared Leto in, all the trailers. He was just in that music video with Rick Ross, Purple Lamborghini. A lot of the marketing is centered around the Joker. And this brother, Jared Leto, has maybe 5 minutes in the movie? Maybe 10 at the most, and he's just not really. Thinking about it, I guess I really don't like Gangster Joker. They turned him more from the unpredictable, scary, holy shit. Heath Ledger was terrifying when he was on screen. When he snapped the pool stick in half and threw it on the ground and had the gangsters, like, fight each other. I'm gonna have tryouts. One of you three can join, get to work, start killing each other. Whoever survives can be it. I didn't really get any of those moments in this. I mean, there is one moment, like, it's very weird where Leto is kind of just like circling this guy in like a meat locker, and the guy is kind of just like talking, and he's like, trying to laugh, and he's scared, and Jared Leto, he's just like staring at him, and then he just like sits on his lap and starts rubbing his face, and it's like, you know what? This scene worked a lot better when it was in fucking James Bond in Skyfall. Oh god damn it! What was the name of the villain in Skyfall? Yeah, Javier Bardem as Silva. That scene where he has James Bond tied up in the chair and he's kind of like he's touching him, and it's like kind of like you're not really sure like, what he's doing there, and it was kind of like scary. Like, I had heard a lot of people say that villain in that James Bond movie was, they essentially were going for the Joker, and I would have to say, Javier Bardem was a better Joker than Jared Leto, and that scene they stole straight out of Skyfall. It worked a lot better with Javier Bardem doing it. The other thing, I have to take a quick shot. I know I just said I was going to begin with positives with the cast, but I just need to take one more fucking shot at this damn Jared Leto Joker. And you know what? I'm going to blame the director, David Ayer, for this. They brought in Common, who is, an iconic rapper. A lot of his, rapping is, positive. I know a lot of people don't like rap, because, guns, violence, negativity, blah, 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 blah. Common is a fucking legend. All right, he's a good rapper. He's a solid actor. I don't think he's ever really stolen the show, but he certainly is not a terrible actor like 50 Cent. Now, they bring Common in for one scene where he looks to be some sort of, maybe mid-level gangster trying to make a deal with the Joker or whatnot, and they're in some sort of club, and Harley Quinn is, dancing around looking sexy as hell, and Common is kind of checking her out, yeah. And then the Joker just goes, oh, you want to fuck her? And then calls her over, and, she starts sitting on Common's lap, and, Common gets, real, not feeling this, no, man, I'm good on this. And the Joker's, getting off on the idea of Harley Quinn, having sex with him, and, the Joker just pulls a gun out and shoots him because he doesn't want to fuck Harley Quinn. It's just so weird, and I didn't appreciate bringing in a fucking legend for a 1-minute scene just to get shot in the face. How fucking dare they? Common deserves more damn respect than that, motherfucker. Fuck you, David Ayer. But speaking of Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn I thought was phenomenal. She was exactly what I would picture from a live-action Harley Quinn to be. Of course, this is the first time Harley Quinn has been in any sort of live-action material, be it, a movie series, whatever. Previously, she had only ever been in the 90s Batman cartoon and, some of the Batman video games. So, considering that Margot Robbie is, basically the first one to do it, I thought she was really, really good. Almost to the point where I felt like she did steal the movie whenever she was on screen. However, there is one thing. I'm never really big with accents and stuff. If someone has a shitty accent, whatever, I don't really care. As long as it's not absolutely the fucking worst. But one thing that is a little odd with Harley's character, this might have to do with the reshoots, is her accent goes in and out constantly. One scene she has it, and then it appears as though, you could tell it's a reshoot, the camera's shooting from a different angle and stuff, and her accent is gone. That was a little weird, but, I mean, outside of that, I couldn't really have asked for any more from her as Harley Quinn. I thought she was incredible. Now, the dude who played Rick Flag, Joel Kinnaman, I'd never heard of this dude. I don't hate him, but he's boring as fuck. That's it. That'll describe the entire character for you. Fucking boring. He brought nothing to the table, which sucks because there were two big actors in the works for this role that I would have loved. obviously the first guy they had was Tom Hardy, who I think, you put Tom Hardy in that role instead of this asshole Joel Kinnaman, this movie could be really, really something special, because Tom Hardy is just a phenomenal actor every time he's on screen. But if not him, another guy that they were talking to was John Bernthal, who you guys might know. He was Shane on The Walking Dead, and he was the Punisher in the recent season of Daredevil. I mean, he might not be the best actor, but he's very menacing. I think that could have helped out a lot better. This guy, like Rick Flag, is supposed to be the best of the best, West Point graduate, Army Special Forces. Oh, he's such a badass. I never really got that from this guy. He was just kind of talking and not really doing much. Like, no, sorry, Rick Flag, you're a bitch. I don't have much to say about Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She was absolutely perfect. It's like this... I almost wonder if, like, when this character, Amanda Waller, was created... Like, Viola Davis seems perfect. I have zero complaints about her portrayal as a character. She essentially is the true villain of the movie, and even though she has no powers or anything, she is fucking intimidating. Viola Davis is just an outstanding actor. I don't have any complaints at all about her. And I mean, the rest of the cast is just there. Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. I don't really understand what the fucking point of Captain Boomerang is, because I was watching and I don't ever remember one of his fucking boomerangs coming back to him. Isn't that the point of a boomerang? You throw it and then it comes back to you? I don't recall that ever happening. He would throw them and then they would hit something or whatever and they just like stop. It's like, what the fuck is the point of calling yourself Captain Boomerang then? And then they had this other guy. This is the thing that David Ayers always has in his movies, is he's got to have, like, the gang banging. Hey, you say, oh, Holmes, come on, man. Like, he's always got to have, like, that sort of character, some sort of, like, L.A. gang banger or L.A. gang member, some shit. El Diablo, who does have a cool power with his fire and stuff. I mean, I had never heard of him before, but whatever. Then, of course, we got my boy... It's hard to say his name, but Adalwe Akino Ajabi. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was Majestic in the 50 Cent movie. I know he played a critical role in Lost. He's a character actor that you've seen a bunch of times. He's playing Killer Croc. Now, I don't really understand what the point of what they did with Killer Croc. They basically made him like he talked with a lot of slang, like kind of like they, I don't know, they blackenized him or something, but they really reached doing it. Now, I didn't hear this when I was watching the movie. At the end, Amanda Waller lets them ask for something when they go back to prison. Harley Quinn gets an espresso machine. Deadshot gets to spend some time with his little girl. And apparently Killer Croc asks for BET. Now, I thought he just said TV, but all my friends were like, nope, he said, I want BET. And it's like, what the fuck is the point of that? Killer Croc was never... he wasn't talking with slang and stuff like that. I just feel like they're really, really, really reaching with the portrayal of this character that they did. And then there's some other characters, Katana, Slipknot, they don't really fucking do much. And then here's really the problem with the movie in my eyes, is the Enchantress. Now, basically, the premise of the story is, Amanda Waller wants to build up a team in case, there's a bad version of Superman or whatever. So, they get together, the worst of the worst, the bad guys. They say that 100 fucking times. The bad guys, we're the bad guys, they're the bad guys, can't let the bad guys, It's like, yeah, we got it. They're not, fucking Boy Scouts, I understand. But her plan is to get them all over. And then if there's a bad Superman, she'd send them out. They've got bombs planted in their necks, so if they disobey, they get killed. Same old bullshit we've heard before. And Amanda Waller's plan for keeping them all in check was going to be the fact that she would have the Enchantress kind of control them. Because the Enchantress, I mean, I'm not familiar with this character. I had not heard of this character before, but she's basically like an ancient witch. And, she can control people, put them under illusions, You know, as we see in the movie, she turns people into fucking zombies, basically. Just like very, very odd sort of stuff. Now, she breaks free and becomes the villain of the movie, but I just. She was terrible. Like, every second she's on screen, I think that the effects for her, like the CGI and stuff, that was really good. I thought she looked really solid on screen, but they had her, like, she was kind of like standing there and like popping and locking every second. Like, I didn't understand what the fucking point of that was. And like, she was very boring at a certain point because they have these incredible effects, and I don't know if like money was a concern or what, but at a certain point they just, you know, dress up her actor, Cara Delevingne, you know, in kind of a like an ancient Mayan outfit or something. Like, she just looks like she's just a white girl just standing there talking with some sort of voice effect, like, oh, I am the god of the world now, I will control the world. And it's like, what happened to the fucking cool effects? Like, the Enchantress just fucking sucked. She fucking sucked. That's about it. I don't really think I can add too much more. I mean, a couple scenes that were cool. I do have to say that Ben Affleck as Batman continues to be another standout. I really, really like his portrayal as Batman. He has a couple scenes in here, one where he fights Deadshot and one where he kind of captures Harley Quinn. And I thought both scenes were really quite nice. I really, really enjoy Ben Affleck as Batman. And that, for me, is like the saving grace so far of the DC universe, is I guess they have gotten a couple of these roles really solid. Now, if only they can get some better screenwriters and some better scripts out here to, you know, complement these good actors, then we could really be onto something with some of these damn DC films. Now, they also bring in Flash for a cameo, but it's literally a blink and you fucking miss it. He shows up for a second. He's the one that takes down Captain Boomerang at the beginning, and then he's fucking gone. But I guess it was cool to see him in the outfit. I do think the Flash's outfit is really dumb. Like, that whole red outfit. Like, I know a lot of people really like that Flash TV show on the CW. But every time I see that guy in the outfit, I just think he looks so fucking stupid. Like, in the cartoon, like, the Flash looks real sharp and nice. But I personally don't think that costume plays very well on live action. I think they should probably, you know, do something about that outfit. And then I guess one last thing I do want to say that is a little disappointing is, even though, you know, this is a team full of villains, basically they set it up in a way where the only thing they're fighting and killing and taking down is just zombies. It's as though they were too scared to just let the movie be what it was supposed to be, and that's a team full of villains. Like, really, you know, this sort of world-saving event is not what the Suicide Squad should have been there for in the first place. You know, the Enchantress event eventually gets so big that it kind of is like, yo, where the fuck is Batman? Where is the Flash? The Flash could literally show up and finish this in 1 second. The Suicide Squad does not need to be here. They should be used for, like, some sort of, like, assassination mission or some sort of intel gathering mission. That's where I think the script writing was, again, very, very sloppy. All in all, I do have to say, I did like this a lot better than Batman vs. Superman, because whereas in Batman vs. Superman, the only scene I ever really want to watch again is the Batman fight scene. Here, at least it's fun. Like, Harley Quinn, whenever she's on screen, is really fun. Will Smith, whenever he's on screen, I really like his portrayal as Deadshot. So at the very least, I guess I could say DC is trending in the right direction with Suicide Squad, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.